How I learned to stop worrying and get a film permit. Scene 1, take 1, marker.
Action.
Hey, it's Max, right? How's school going?
School's keeping me super busy. Seems like the work never ends. I'm actually scouting locations for my horror film right now.
I'm scouting right now, too. Weird how we ran into each other while we're doing the exact same thing. Have you started the permit process?
I was planning on going guerrilla.
You don't want to do that. Here's why.
Where'd that camera come from?
A ton of groups shoot on campus, and they all go through the events office. TFT, Studio 22, FPS, the film fraternity, and students from other schools all use them. The events office issues permits, but they can also help you in all kinds of other ways.
Trust me, getting a permit will make things way easier. I'll show you how.
First off, you're going to meet with the insurance manager or your advisor to set up the insurance. You should probably, and by probably I mean definitely, do that before filling out the warrant. Filling out the warrant shows that you've met with your professor and that they're aware of the process. This guarantees TFT's involvement and shows the events office that your project is registered with the department. And don't forget to list all your locations on the warrant.
Okay.
And obviously you want to scope out your locations before filling out the warrant.
Right, of course. I knew that.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
The events office wants us to contact them twice. You have to contact the events office the first time to make sure the location you want isn't already being used by someone else over the dates of your shoot. You can either go in person to 168 Kirchhoff, or if walking's not your thing, you can just email them. If the events office can't schedule a particular location, they'll refer you to the department that can.
So, if I wanted to shoot a scene in an evil laboratory,
The events office will help you find the most evil lab available on campus.
I'd really like to flood the lab with a ton of light, but I'm worried about the power. And this one scene might involve a lot of blood.
The next step is contacting the building manager. Remember that warrant you filled out earlier?
You're going to email that warrant and a location confirmation form to the building manager. The location confirmation can then be brought to the building manager in person to sign off on. The building manager is going to go over the special needs for your project. You know, simulated weapons, smoke, electricity, special effects.
The fun stuff.
The fun stuff that could go horribly wrong.
So, do I just need one location confirmation form for all my locations?
Don't be a dingus, Max. Obviously, you need a separate form for each location. And even if you get approval from the building manager, you need final approval from the events office. They'll determine how involved they need to be and take a more active role in approving the needs and scheduling. Like if there needs to be a meeting with the fire marshal.
Wow, that's a lot to do.
Good thing you ran into me. That was so convenient.
A little too convenient.
It's super important to find and lock down your locations way before you start shooting. You might find that one location's too expensive, and you don't want to be scrambling around trying to find another one last minute. Plus, your director and DP need time to work through the shots and troubleshoot any potential problems. Give them plenty of it. And you have some things to figure out too. What power source can you use? Where will you set up and hold lunch? Where can you hold actors and stage equipment?
Where do I hide the body?
You should know the answers to these questions way before you start shooting.
Take the signed warrant and location confirmation forms back to the events office along with a copy of your script, a copy of your student ID, card of insurance, and a letter from your advisor. For TFT students, the warrant serves as the letter. Once that's done, at long last, you'll get your film permit. Just make sure to do this at least 5 business days before the shoot. Remember how we want to give everyone plenty of time? Finishing this process 5 days before filming is really going to give everyone peace of mind.
Which we want.
Yes. And if there are any additional costs that need to be budgeted based on your production needs, this will give you time to do that. And then you're all set for your first day of filming. No more stress.
Well, until you start shooting, that is.
I can't solve all your problems for you, Max, but if you have any more questions, check out the UCLA portal. It's got a lot of helpful information.
Thanks. I don't know what I would have done without you.
No problem. But this knowledge carries a heavy price.
What is it?
Do you want to be the sandwich wrangler for my shoot this weekend?
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
Great. Okay, I'll be in touch.
Wait, hold on. Tail slate.
Tail slate.